were all been introduced, and I know almost everybody of you, if not personally from the magazines that I read from time to time. And I know that we are here assembled this afternoon because of one desire, and that is because we are Filipinos and we would like to see our country move ahead to the next generation. I hope to hand over to whoever is my successor, the imponderables of life. I would like to hand to her or to him a government that is in order. You know, the society now that we are trying to correct along the way for the few months, we are already in disorder because the number one problem is government and corruption. This has been going on for the last so many. I think this started with Magellan and Lapu-Lapu exchanging money somewhere. But we cannot really move and hope to improve unless we can correct corruption in government. And I was moved to declare all positions vacant for those who are appointed by the President. And even if it is, well, of course, do not wait for the reason, because it is always graft and corruption. So if I will ask your or demand your resignation, it only means one thing, that the Filipino, through me, the appointing power, has lost its confidence for you to handle the affairs of government, whatever it is. It remains really a problem in the regulatory bodies and agencies. Hindi ko malaman kung anuhin ko itong, you know, I've been trying to warn everybody, and I was hoping that I would not have to name them, and for the reason that I ask those who are involved in so many wrongs to resign before I take my oath of office. Apparently, itong sa probinsya, though no fault of Galvante or Attorney Delgra, they have nothing to do with it. Corruption starts even upon the filing of papers. And sa probinsya ho, madalas pa rin. I am brought to desperation of what I will do with them. Maybe I will just also declare them just like the hunted men sa Drunga para matapos na ang kalbaryo ng Pilipinas. Ayaw talaga maghinto ang mga... So, in the next day, I'll just conduct a purge. I told you we have to go into a purge. It might not include the technical people, and for those who are really in the civil service role of employees, they are not included, but that it would send the message that tanggalin ko itong lahat, and even my appointees or those who are there at my behest during the previous administration. I was quite well in good terms with Arroyo and Aquino. We supported President Aquino during the last elections, and one or two or three pinagbigyan niya ako. But I said, looking at it now, there seems to be no loyalty when it is money that is involved. And we cannot hope to progress really. Do not bleed the hearts for them, because they ought to be out. And I would be the last person in this planet to do an unfair thing. I would never want to hurt anybody or the family reduced in income. Pero ang problema nito, most of them must change their lifestyle because of a reduced income. Yan ang problema. Kung hindi ka maka-adjust dyan, kasi baka yung sweldo mo, pang ano lang yan, pang dagdag na lang yan, and you have been in graft for so many years and for so many decades, you have to go. I will until maybe Christmas time. But not on Christmas Day. Mahirap naman yan. Masakit yan. Titignan ko lang lahat yung may mga kaso. Yung may mga kaso tapos for one reason or another na ng ombudsman and have been pending for the last 3 years. There's no reason at all to hang on to them. Better go. Hindi naman talaga, I mean, a prosecutor for about 10 years doing trial work. And I know how it is being played. Tanggalin talaga natin yan and make sure that hindi na kailangan report mo lang kay Sane, kay Sir Benjok, no? And kay Midaldia. Sabi mo lang kay Bingbong, huwag mo na sabihin yung pangalan mo. And I will start the investigation. Hindi yung investigation na kagaya ng mga korte, ng mga ombudsman. I'll just call for him and ask you. I will ask them to report to me. Like for example, I heard that he has already resigned yung LTFRB sa Cagayan. Siguro, nanahan na niya ako, ayaw niyang pumunta dito, baka, alam mo, matagal na yung Pasig dyan, mga isda nakatikim ng tao. Puro kinakain niya, utol-lili na lang. Pipilitan ako magsalita ng gano'n kasi talagang I'm pissed off. Simply pissed off. Ako na mismo sinasabi, wag. Mabuti pang unang tumino talaga na matino ang military, armed forces. So I am very happy. That's why I'm quite comfortable with anybody that procuring something. And besides, I do not believe in that lowest bid. Jesus Mariusep. That's the source of all corruption. Yung lowest bid. Yung manalo niyan, yung wala talagang i-bid. He's not even a bidder. He's just there to get the award and give it to somebody else for a fee. So I'd like you to just let me know. What are the standards that you would like me to follow? For after all, I am not a businessman. Do not just presume that I would know the wherewithals of our economic life. Ako naman, I've done my duty. I could not have graduated from AB without passing economics. So, tatama na yun. Ano pa bang gusto ninyo? Mag-masters pa ako sa UP? So, if that is how limited my horizons are, that is good because I passed the... Nakalusot ako ng AB although it's about siguro 78, pero okay na yun. Nakakahilo kasi ang mga mapa-mapa na gano'n. I do not want that. But at least, I am very frank with you. I have assembled the best of all. Ito, kilala ko lahat, kababata ko to, and my classmates. And magtanong kayo, bakit hindi niyo kinuha yung top na ano dyan? Hindi ko kasi kilala. Taga Davao, marami. Then dito, wala. Hindi naman ninyo ako niyaya noon. We were social outcasts because we were just in the dormitories. And wala naman kaming mga party-party na pag makilala sa namin yung mga tao na would really count. Sabi na nila because business is here in Manila. But destiny has something to do with it. And I would not like to waste that gift from God. Naman ninyo ay wala nga akong, there were about just 4 governor, 3. Kung supported. Wala akong barangay na isang outside of Davao City. And yet, by the sheer numbers, you'd know that people are trying to communicate to us through me. Walang even nila ako kilala. I was not even on the national scene. I was not being nandyan, nakalabas palagi sa TV. And as a matter of fact, given my character, I simply want to withdraw. Kung makita mo ako sa public, the better. Huwag mo akong batiin, the better. Isnabin mo ako, mas lalong maganda. Ayaw ko yung, which I do not go out and socialize. I've been a very withdrawn person. Kung nakakilala kayo sa akin, kaya na presidente ako, maraming hinimatay ako. Ganon talaga ang buhay. Magawa dyan. So, tulungan ninyo ako dito because I'm trying to create the environment for really to do business, especially in Mindanao. If perchance I could hit a deal with the left, we're halfway through. And maybe the indication that they are really willing to talk is they allowed their compatriots to join government service. So that's one. Second is, ilang beses na ako some opportune times really for picking a quarrel. Pero hindi naman sila pumatol. So, behoves upon me now to declare after this meeting, I will, because they have declared the ceasefire. Huwag nang patagalin para, just pick a fight there. Payag na ako. And they're already in Oslo. Duresa and Bebot Bello. I don't know if they're really working there or doing something else. Alam mo, itong daw labulado rin ito. But anyway, it would be a good start. Now, if I can strike a deal with the MI, pati MN kayo, then probably it's a gift also from the heavens. Ang kalaban na lang natin, ito yung mga gangster, the brigands, the bandits. They have nothing to offer except to torture and kill people in front of humanity. This Abu Sayyaf must be destroyed. Huwag na yan yung human rights. The drug apparatus must be destroyed. I'm not talking about killing or they have to be destroyed because they pose the greatest danger for our children, for the next generation. Pag hindi nyo ito, alam mo kasi kung hindi ako na, kaya mabutit na lang, nanalo ako. Alam ko hindi kayo bumuto sa akin. Pero kung hindi ako nanalo, my God, tignan mo, I was the favorite whipping boy as an human rights violator. I did not know the dimension of the drug problem to a T. But alam ko malala. Kaya doon sa aking lugar, I was really fighting it, tooth and nail kami doon. When I became president, inipit ko na lahat. So, lumabas. Never mind the earlier statistics of PDEA that there are 3 million Filipinos addicted to meth. Huwag na lang yan. Yung nag-surrender na, tatakot na lang ang nagpalantad. How do you solve 600,000? Kung 3 million as predicted by PDEA, but was 2 years ago, you add the new ones who have been hooked into drugs, give it at a very liberal growth, something like 700,000 lang. So you have this 3,700,000 idiots running loose in the community. Remember that shabu, constant use of shabu, even for 6 months to 1 year, will cause the shrinkage of the human brain. Kaya yung mga anak na kilala ninyo, pag sumagot, pag ganon-ganon na, at kung mag-ganon, paano maging functional na tatayan? And most of them, yung tinamaan na ka-generation na, the lower, about 20, pinaka. So it results in the breakage of the family. Wala na mga anak. Walang, ang pamilya, pag naghiwalay ang asawa, yung there's no direction anymore in the family. And to think that that would be the generation that would come after us. These idiots do not realize that. Itong UN ang patak lahat ng, they're only concerned with 1,000 bones. Di mo nakita itong hundreds of thousands of Filipinos. What do we expect of our country? That was the next generation. Now, if you have time, you buy the book Ion Cartrell. It's about it's online, makukuha mo yan. It's about the drug cartel of South America and how they reduce these countries into penury and brutality. Sabihin ko, kay dilema lahat sila. Putang ina ninyo, huwag ninyo akong isala dyan. Basta sa panahon ko, hindi mangyari yan. I will never allow, I will pass this generation tapos. Tama yung sinabi mo. I'd like to complete the Lincoln statement. He said that, bata po yun eh. Idol ko. If I were to try to read, much less answer all attacks against me, this shop, the presidency, might as well be closed for any other business. I do the very best I know how, the very best I can, and I mean to keep doing so until the end. If the end brings me out all right, what is said against me won't amount to anything. But if the end brings me out wrong, 10 angels of God swearing I was right would make no difference. Mali ka pa rin. So, ganun lang. I cannot answer everybody. And basta ako trabaho. This fight against drug will continue to the last day of my term. The fight against corruption will continue for 6 years. Maybe also many will be unhappy, but I think the bigger picture is that I would have something to live by for my country. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much, Mr. President.